Hello, everybody. This is Starman, and welcome back to Let's Play Leisure Suit Larry. Wet Dreams Don't Dry. Well, I say welcome back on the odd chance that you're starting with this one because it's Chapter 1. There's an introduction, which should be at the start of this playlist, that you really should watch first. But anyway, that being said, we are here in what was once Faith's evil lair, but is now Larry's apartment on Cancum. We've just been given more or less full control of our cursor. And Larry has just freshened his breath, so we can now start taking a look at everything that is in here.
I don't want to talk about it.
Are you sure you'd still rather stand?
And yes, I'm not exactly sure how Larry got the screw-unicorn head from the last game. I'm not sure why he hung it up.
I'm never touching that again, especially not from behind.
And yeah, we can't pick up the horn by itself either.
Lube, every craftsman's tried and true little helper. I always say, lube, don't leave home without it. That's my toilet, which explains why the toilet paper is hanging there. No, if I sit on that, I'll get stuck. And I really don't want to touch the toilet paper today. Totally high tech. At least it was in 1987. Nah, the Cancum News Network is showing nothing but crap today. Poor Faith. I really hope Faith is doing okay.
And yeah, we can't do anything else with the altar.
Big and red like my...
Larry?
Just what I was gonna say. Thanks, Pi. What? Is that a self-destruct mechanism that works twice? Whew, that was lucky. Now the self-destruct button just self-destructed.
What do you know? It disintegrated.
There's some wires sticking out, and it's not even insulated. Now the self-destruct button just self-destructed.
Yeah, you said that. But we now have some wire.
I only have the magazines because of the amazing interviews.
They interview the naked women too? That's so nice of them.
Quiet, Pi. No, I'm not taking that. I said no.
I admire your willpower, Larry.
Well, that did get a smile out of him.
That's the most beautiful wedding suit I've ever seen. On my wardrobe is a little sign that says it's a Prune Incorporated Standard Cage TM. I can't open it. The padlock is kind of in the way. Looks sturdy. I can wiggle my finger in there as much as I want, but neither my finger nor the lock will get anything out of it. That's the most... This suit is freshly starched. If I pull it out through the bars, it'll be ruined.
All right.
This is where I document my progress in my sensitivity training. I think I'm sensitive enough at the moment.
Okay, well that covers pretty much everything in here at the moment.
If I'm not mistaken, that was Faith's. I don't know what I'm supposed to do with it, but you never know. Note to self, this is not toothpaste. A short, bare wire. At least it got to touch Faith's lips. El Rey, the mayor of Cancum and my soon-to-be father-in-law.
Who has shifted positions a bit.
Hola!
Hello.
I still have a few questions about the wedding.
Yes?
What else do I still have to do?
Well, I need to be able to play a song at the wedding, but one of the guitar strings is broken. All of the guests need to be fed. You must wear your finest wedding suit. When all this has been done, we will celebrate a wedding.
Can I at least talk to your daughter once before the wedding?
No, That is strictly forbidden.
Why?
Because it's, bad luck.
For whom?
How many women got lucky by talking to you?
So, why don't we talk about something else? What does a wedding have to do with the prophecy?
It's all in the old scriptures. They are very complicated. It takes years of work to understand them.
Oh, I was just curious. It's not like you're setting your daughter up with me just because the opportunity presented itself. Because of American citizenship or anything. No.
Oh, of course not.
Couldn't we just enter a cohabitation agreement?
Oh, no. That just causes confusion with the tax classes.
Any tips for the wedding night? Is she the athletic type?
He's turning red.
Does she already know all the tricks, or will I have to explain some of them to her?
And he turned red again.
Why aren't you talking?
Why are you still talking?
Enough about the wedding. Do you know where I can get the key to my clothes closet?
Ah, Larry, I've already given you the one key. The key to your destiny. I melted down the gold from the tombs of my ancestors, committed this sacrilege only to make that key out of it. A key that holds all our destinies. You still have it, right?
A UFO full of aliens came and stole it.
Those aliens are becoming quite the plague these days. So, the one key is lost. The key of destiny. Born of the gold of my ancestors. Irrecoverable.
Yep.
Good thing I have another one. Here.
Oh, thanks. Still mad at the gringos?
So mad. Except with you, of
They
course.
turned red
Elani.
again.
But as my son-in-law, you'll be one of us anyway. Not some gringo.
I didn't even feel gringo-y anymore. I forgot what happened there at the end. Again.
Then I'll sum it up for you. Again, by some mysterious means, you were transported from the 1980s to our time. You fell in love with the boss of the technology company Prune and tried to win her favor by earning enough points in the Timber dating app. You drove the company to the brink of ruin and followed Faith here. Then, you blew up Faith's villa, and the explosion blew her out to sea on a ship. She's been missing and presumed dead ever since.
The way you tell it, I come off way too bad.
You don't even want to know what you got up to in a parallel universe.
Catch you later, Alroy.
El Rey.
Alright, so let's see what else is here.
That's not a punching bag. I wonder what's in there. I haven't seen a single pastry chef on the whole island, but Lefty has a tube of building foam. That's enough to make a man suspicious. I guess those are supposed to be me and my bride. I'll just leave those two right where they are. I'd love to eat some of that, but I think I should get married first.
Traditionalist.
If this keeps up, it's gonna start staring into me.
Like there's a lot to discover there.
True enough.
Yep, notice you gaze into the abyss. The abyss gazes also into you.
Oh, what's that?
What's wrong, Larry?
Is that the bride?
The bride is El Rey's daughter.
Maybe he adopted the donkey.
Try being a little more tolerant, and above all, stop being so simple-minded.
Yeah. Good luck with that.
Barbarian brew export. 50 liters. Thanks, but I'm not thirsty. More like cheesecloth.
That was you.
They made me do it.
Yeah, he did rip a hole in the awning in the last game.
An old volleyball. It looks a little limp, but I can fix that.
Hey, that's what your women usually say to you.
I don't have time to hang out at the beach. The wedding awaits.
Okay, so we can't go to the beach yet.
That stick could make a great divining rod, but I already know where there's enough water.
Still.
Looks useful. It's mine now. Just married. Now even donkeys can get married.
It's for you.
I don't want to marry that.
Oh, forget it.
Cans with strings on them. I used to play telephone with those as a kid. It's looking at me very suspiciously. I'd rather keep my distance. That's the prophecy El Rey was talking about. Something about gringos. You shouldn't take prophecy too lightly.
So we can't take the prophecy either. And that appears to be everything here. So to Los Leftos.
Larry!
How's business?
I can't complain. Of course, it helps to be the only restaurant on the whole island. Most of my customers became regulars once they stopped tossing their cookies.
Let me guess. You came up with a new recipe for your barbarian brew?
Larry, it's an art. You don't just come up with something like that.
But you can throw up with something like that. Whatever happened to BJ?
He wanted to become my partner in Lefties. Thought it could be built into a franchise. A Lefties in every city and all that. Different types of barbarian brew for different target groups. I convinced him it wasn't a good idea.
With market research data?
With a paddle. Then he disappeared. No idea what happened to him. Don't really care either.
Neither do I, honestly. Which means he'll probably show up to annoy us later.
You think the wedding's a good idea?
Sure. I'll take care of the catering.
I mean, I haven't even met the bride yet.
You have to look on the bright side. That means the bride hasn't met you yet.
What are you trying to say?
I'm saying you two are probably a dream couple.
Oh, okay. Can you feed all the wedding guests?
I could, but I can't prepare any alpaca meat while the meat grinder's stuck.
Can't you do that without alpaca meat? Vegan, maybe?
El Rey says that the
prophecy forbids it. Just like everything else. I gotta be going.
See you later, then.
Alright, we'll just look around.
This is where Lefto, bakes his pizzas. It's also his waste incinerator. I'm not sure why Lefty thinks pizza is a typical Cancum dish, but I'm not sure why Lefty... This is where it's all... Lefty! Lefto. Can I please borrow your pizza peel?
You mean you take it and I never see it again?
He's on to you.
Go ahead, take it. I'm experimenting with flatbread anyway.
Alright, so we got a sheep and a lizard head there. Bones there.
Lefty, my oldest friend.
Lefto.
Right. I wonder if Lefty would buy me a drink.
No.
I can have a drink, but then I'd probably fall in the water, so no. The explosion claimed many victims, but those two died from my guacamole.
Ah, the poor fighting alpacas.
I'll just leave it hanging there. It looks pretty used. It won't turn at the moment. I like that meat grinder. It can still be operated by hand, too. Rusty, or it's got some bone chips stuck in it. It's hard to say.
Well, let's take a look at what we got in our inventory at the moment.
The other key, almost as good as the one. The volleyball reminds me of a crushed head with no face and no hair. A stick in the hand is better than one up the butt.
An old Irish proverb.
Look, Pi, this is what a phone is supposed to look like. A peel suited to every kind of pizza and that doesn't even discriminate against pineapple.
Alright, well, it's jammed. Let's see if maybe lubing the crank up might do some good.
The crank now turns again. Now it turns again. There are some holes I prefer not to stick my fingers in.
Larry!
And new option.
Can you feed all the wedding guests?
Of course! The meat grinder's working again.
Somehow it feels good to check something off.
Almost as good as timber.
No.
Yeah, so with that done... Yep, catering for the wedding is now grade in. So that's done. And as for the rest of it, well, I think we got what we need to get it done.
Ah, thanks, Elari. A G-string for my guitar. Now, I can sing my song at your wedding.
And there's the second one grayed in. And now with the spare key.
Ah, it fits. So I'll put on my wedding suit. Ah, it fits perfectly. Oh, and the one key from El Rey is in the pocket, too. Great. At least he won't kill me for losing it.
Larry,
What's up?
remember that file that was sent to you a few weeks ago?
What was that about again?
You received an encrypted file from an unknown number, and I started decrypting it in the background.
Oh, that file. What about it?
I decrypted it.
Ah, so I can install the wedding app now.
The file was from Faith.
What?
Her picture was in the file, too.
That's Faith. When exactly was that picture taken?
The day after the house exploded.
She survived. But where is she now?
The photo also shows GPS coordinates from the open ocean.
Pi, we have to go there right away.
Coordinates saved to the map. Can you swim?
I'd rather try using a boat.
There was more in the file.
What else?
It's some complex program code I don't understand myself. I'll analyze it.
What's happening to you?
I don't know.
What about that program code?
It disappeared.
What do you mean, disappeared?
I don't understand it either. Maybe it was just an update from my software.
Whatever. I have to find Faith. All I have to do is make sure that El Rey doesn't marry me off right away. Otherwise, I'll never get off the island. Pi, where can I find a boat on the island? Pi, everything okay?
Of course. A boat. Nowhere. BJ's yacht was repossessed and the locals don't want to leave.
Then I'll have to build one myself.
Well, anyone who can catch a rat with a condom can definitely build a raft.
It's a fair cop.
I think they're both identical.
Yes, I now have two identical-ish keys.
Hola!
Hello.
And we now have a new conversation option.
Now that I think about it, maybe the wedding isn't such a great idea.
What are you trying to say?
I don't deserve your daughter.
I don't deserve your daughter.
The one who fulfilled the prophecy deserves my daughter. Although, I have to admit that I too am a little surprised he's a gringo. Ex-gringo. Just don't think about it and marry my daughter already.
Now that I think about it, maybe the wedding isn't such a great idea.
What are you trying to say?
I'm afraid of committing myself forever.
I am afraid of committing myself forever.
It doesn't have to be forever.
Really?
If you don't behave yourself, the marriage can be dissolved much earlier by your death.
now that I think about it, maybe the wedding isn't such a great idea.
What are you trying to say?
I want to lay more women.
I think I must have somehow heard wrong. Did you say you wanted to
He's
lay
turning
more
red there.
women?
By that I mean platonic laying, of course.
That is good to hear.
And yeah, his face, it was turning red when he got angry, but that time it was just random.
Now,
I think, did you...
but
That is good. I think, did you...
not just laying, standing works too.
What? You... Ah!
Some fathers are perhaps a little overenthusiastic when it comes to their daughter's honor. As a prospective son-in-law, you could have been a little more sensitive to his feelings, in which case the mayor would not have turned into a slayer. Remember, you're supposed to love and honor his daughter until death do you part, but you don't have to be in such a rush to get there. And yes, this is, as far as I can tell, the only way you can die playing the demo of this game.
Hola!
Hello.
But thankfully, like the last Wet Dreams Larry game, if you do something to get you
Now that
killed,
I think about
I think, did you...
all the ones that can't run faster than I can.
all the ones that can't run faster than I can.
What? You... Ah!
So apparently El Rey is the Homer Simpson of Cancun. Alright, so with that done, we do need to figure a way off this island. And I know how I'm going to do that, but I'm going to go ahead and stop this chapter here, leave you all in rapt suspense for a day or two, and next time we will come back and start figuring how to build a boat to get ourselves off Cancun and go find Faith. We'll see you next time.